guys, and welcome back to Vlogmas Day 6. I decided to do a quick get ready with me because I'm headed into the office, but I also got a couple of questions that people wanted to know about with regards to YouTube. So I was like, well, let me just kill two birds with one stone, get ready, answer the questions, and then we're gonna head out. But before I get into the video, I want to say thank you to my returning subscribers and hello to my new subscribers. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So the first question that I got was, what type of equipment do I use? There's two different things that I use. When I first started my channel, I don't know, was it like 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago? I can't get this open. I was using my cell phone. I had an iPhone, just a regular iPhone, and that's what I was using. You know, I would turn my camera or turn the whole phone horizontal because you never want to film in portrait mode. You always want to film in landscape mode. And that was because obviously I didn't have the money for a camera. And there's no shame in that if you don't have the money. You know what I'm saying? These cameras are really, really expensive. So yeah, I filmed on my phone. It did the trick. I took it with me. The only problem that I had for me with filming on the phone is that when you want to, if you're like having the camera facing towards you and you're talking, things like that, and then you want to do a quick switch and you want to show the audience what you're looking at or, you know, something in front of you. With the camera, you can just kind of flip the screen and you can do it, you know, show it that way. But with the cell phone, or at least I never figured out how to do it, is that you got to stop record and then you have to, I'm looking at both because I'm also filming a TikTok. You have to stop record, flip the camera around, well, flip, you know, not the whole camera, but just turn the screen around. I don't know how to say that. And then start recording again. So for me, that was tedious. I couldn't stand it. I could not wait to get a new camera. I'm not going to lie to you. But the reason I say that it's okay to start out with a camera is because right off the top, you don't know if YouTube is going to be something that you want to stick with, right? So you're looking at other people doing it. They make it look easy. You think that you can do it. You have a good personality. People tell you that you're funny, this, and this. So you want to get on here. And if you sit there and invest, you know, your hard-earned money into a camera, and then what if you don't like it, right? What if you don't like doing YouTube anymore? Or what if you're not, in your opinion, successful fast enough or enough at all for you? And then, again, you sat here and you spent this money on this camera that you can't get back. And these cameras, again, they're not cheap. I mean, you can get a relatively cheap one just depending on what type of features you're into for like, I don't know, maybe like $300 or $500, somewhere like that. And don't even quote me on that. But that's still $300 or $500 that you could use and put someplace else. You know what I'm saying? That would give you better use or whatever the case is. So use your cell phone for as long as you can. Make sure you actually like doing YouTube before you invest your money into getting a big camera, right? Turn the camera horizontal, film, you're good to go. iPhone quality is great. I can't speak for Android because I am not an Android person. I am an Apple person, but I assume that the camera quality is relatively good. My mother has an Android, and for the most part, her pictures, you know, they look fine. And I don't see any huge difference in them. So yeah, just film like that. Make sure that, again, this is what you want to do. And then go from there. There's nothing wrong with that, right? The second question that I got was, and the camera that I now use now because I upgraded is the Sony ZV, is it 100? I think it's the Sony ZV100. I'll link it in the box or whatever so you guys can take a look at it. And I got mine from Best Buy. No, I got mine from, Best Buy, but they have them at Best Buy. They have them at Amazon, Sony, you know, you can get them from anywhere. And that's it. So the second question that I got asked was what editing software do I use to edit my videos with? Or do I pay somebody? I definitely don't pay somebody to edit my videos because one, I can't afford to pay nobody to edit them. And two, even if I could, right now, I don't think that I would do that. And the reason why, it's not that I think that I'm better than anybody or they can't do it, because especially if they're professionals, they know what they're doing. Like, this is their job, right? But the reason that I would choose not, Simba is messing with that tree. Y'all, I'll get into the whole tree later. Anyway, I'm just like, YouTube is my baby, right? So this is something that I'm really passionate about. YouTube is not a pastime or anything like that for me. It's something that hold on one second because I need to really check them because they're on that tree again. Like, I'm gonna tell y'all right now, if you want to get cats or kittens, do it after Christmas, okay? Because the way that they have been on this tree is driving me up the wall. I had to have them sleep in the room with me last night, and I bought the litter box in my room because they demolished my tree the first night. Like, everything towards the bottom was gone. All the balls, they were broken. The tinsel stuff, the garland that I wrapped around, all of that was on the floor. Like, anyway, back to what I was saying. I just like to have creative control. I'm a very, very, very type A personality, in case you've never picked that up about me. I'm also a Scorpio. So I like to be in control. I'm going to be honest with you. I like to be in control, and I don't like the feeling of not being in control, because I don't know what to do with that. Like, I don't know how to process that. So before I give somebody creative control over, you know, something as near and dear to my heart as my YouTube, like, I don't know. I would have to be, I'm speaking into existence. I'm gonna have to be super, super, super crazy with filming and doing all kinds of gigs and everything like that, to where I wouldn't have time to edit my video. That would probably be the only way. And I would have to, like, you know, thoroughly vet this person and all of that before I would, you know, turn it over to them. So the software that I use is the free software. There's 2 different ones that you can get, right? I use iMovie. That, if you have iOS devices, I'm sorry, it's so hard to talk and do iLine at the same time. But if you have an iOS device, you know, Apple, iMovie is free. It's on your cell phone. It's on your computer. You just, I think on the cell phone, you don't even have to download. I think it's already there. On the computer, you might have to download it. I'm not sure. But either way, it's there. It's free. It's very user-friendly. It's very easy to figure out how to do. Nobody taught me how to do anything on iMovie. One day when I first started YouTube, I just opened it up. I did that one way too wide, but whatever. I just opened it up and I just played around until I got it. This is why I don't talk and do whatever. We're just gonna leave it. I just started playing around with it. I tinkered with it. I found out how to upload the video, how to do all of this. The only thing that changed with iMovie that I don't like now is before, when you film your video and you would export it out, you could send it straight to YouTube. Now, for whatever reason, this has been going on for maybe like the past year. When I export it out, I gotta send it to someplace on my computer. Like, you know, the desktop or just whatever the case is, something like that. It doesn't go straight to YouTube anymore, and I don't understand why. To me, that's just time consuming and it's counterproductive. It doesn't make sense. Like, why do I gotta first export it to my computer before I can send it over? Like, it takes too much time, because to just send it to the computer, depending on the length of your video, it can take anywhere from like 15 to 20 minutes, maybe even longer, again, if your video is really, really long. Then after that, then you have to export it into YouTube. And when you do that, that has to go through a whole vetting process, because they got to make sure that you're following the YouTube guidelines and everything like that. You know, no hatred type stuff, no overly excessive cursing, no, you know, sexual manners and things like that. So I'm just like, why did they change that process? It was just so much easier when I can just send it straight to YouTube, and then I can go ahead and, you know, do my thumbnail and all of that stuff at that point. But that is the software that I use. I don't have any issues with it. Now, the second one that a lot of people use, a lot of YouTubers use, is called Final Cut Pro. This is also an Apple product. You have to buy this one. You go to the Apple website and you type in Final Cut Pro, just like you would any other Apple product. And they have 2 ways that you can get it. You can get the free trial, which they allow you to graciously keep it for 90 days. So you could try this whole program out for 3 months before you can make a decision as to whether or not you want to purchase it or not. And, oh my God, he's on that tree again. And he think he's slick because he waited until I start filming to go and mess with the tree. This whole time today, he wasn't touching it. Anyway, yeah. You click on the trial, you keep that for 90 days. And to me, Final Cut Pro is just like iMovie. It's just like a step up. That's all. The whole, like, the background, the baseline is pretty much the same. But they're just a little, there's more things that you can do in Final Cut Pro than you can do on iMovie. And it makes sense because Final Cut Pro is something that you pay for. So they're going to give you more features. When I had it, I got the trial, but I did not keep it for 90 days. Because I'm going to be honest with you, it was too much for me. Like, they gave me too many choices. I was like, I don't need all of that. I don't want all of that. I don't understand all of that. Sometimes I like to keep things simple. And then other times I kind of add a little bit of zhuzh. But I like to be the one to add the zhuzh. And they've just given me all these choices. And I didn't know what it meant. And I didn't feel like learning a whole new program all over. Because I had already taught myself how to use iMovie. So I was like, you know what? I appreciate it. Thank you. But no thank you. So I went ahead and canceled my free trial. Now, if you decided you want to just purchase it outright or purchase it after the trial, it is $300. So again, getting into YouTube, filming, content creators, it can be expensive because you got to get your equipment, right? And I'm not just talking about the cameras. I'm talking about your lighting. I'm talking about your sound quality products. Then you got to get your editing software if you choose to buy one. you know, batteries, cases, SD card, all of that kind of stuff. It can get expensive if this is something that you really, really want to do. So I said it 1,000 times, and I'm gonna say it over and over and over again. Really make sure that this is something that you want to do. Don't just look at YouTubers and be like, oh, you know, they're doing it, I want to do it, you know, da 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 da. It takes a lot of patience, like a lot of patience. I think I'm just now entering my 3rd year, just now, and I finally hit the 300 subscriber mark. So that's not the same case for everybody. There's some people who will be on here just for a month and will get 2,000 subscribers. Like, it just depends. You understand what I'm saying? YouTube is very, very saturated. So that's the reason why I say that you have to have a lot of patience, because if you're out here doing the same thing that everybody else is doing, and you're thinking that, oh, I'm going to be better. And that, although that is a good mindset to have, you still have to be realistic about things. We're talking about 7+ billion people in this world, right? And I feel like half of them are on YouTube. So you're competing with a lot of people. Even though people say, oh, you shouldn't compete with anybody, you know, only compete with yourself. Let me stop. First of all, you are competing with people. I'm competing with content creators that I am subscribed to myself. I don't wish no ill will on them. Of course, I want their channel to grow. Otherwise, I wouldn't be subscribed to them. You get what I'm saying? But I'm also in competition, in direct competition with them. If one of my friends decided that they wanted to do YouTube, I'm going to still hold them down. I'm going to subscribe to their channel. I'm going to watch their videos, all of that stuff. I'm going to show that support because that's just me as a person. But understand, we're still in direct competition with each other. Like, don't get that part twisted. It's still a business, right? So yeah, so that's that. So those are the 2 types of software. There might be a 3rd one, I don't know, but the ones that I always hear about are iMovie and Final Cut Pro. So right off the bat, you don't have to really spend any money if you want to start YouTube. Start on your cell phone and use iMovie. You already got a phone. I know you got a phone, right? And if you're smart, you a team iPhone anyway. So you got iMovie. Simple. For Android users, I don't know what program y'all would use. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. I have no idea. You would just have to go to the App Store and you have to find something that's comparable to iMovie. If there is anything, I really can't tell you. I don't know. And then I'm trying to think, what was the last question that I got asked? I should have wrote them down. They wanted to know what kind of equipment I use and what editing software. I think that might have been it. As far as lighting, I will tell you right now, I'm sitting at my vanity in my bedroom, and my vanity has, you've seen it in my cleaning videos, it has the lights that go around the mirror. So that's the only light that I have on right now, other than God's natural sunlight that's coming through my window. That's it. And there are different settings that you can choose on your cameras to make you look a certain way, whatever. I don't know all those settings. So that is one of the things that I went on YouTube to learn. And I also went to the Sony website to learn what the best setting is when I first got the camera for filming, like for filming movies and things like that. Because I didn't know, obviously. I didn't know what to choose. So I use that. When I'm not using my vanity, or if it's nighttime, or I'm just someplace else where I'm just not sitting at my vanity, then I'll use my ring light. My ring light, I got that from Slick Deals. I felt like wearing lipstick today because I haven't been wearing lipstick lately. I got it from Slick Deals, the company that I used to work at before. Shout out to Alfred. He put me on to the website, and Slick Deals is something, I don't even know how to describe Slick Deals. It's not like Amazon, but I guess if you can kind of mix Amazon and Temu together, then you would get Slick Deals, if that makes sense, because they have a lot of things, like everything you can really think of, they have that on the website, but it's cheaper. So normally the ring lights, I don't know, let's just say that they cost like, I think like 100 or 150 or something like that. And I'm talking about the standard ring lights, the tall ones. Let's just say they cost like $1.50, right? At the time, it might have been around that, or like $100. I got mine for like $32 or $35, if I remember correctly. And this was back when I was in Jersey, so we'll just say like 2 years ago. That's not that long ago, and that was a crazy, crazy discount because I think it was already marked down, but then there was another coupon that he showed me how to get, and I don't know, Alfred is a G with all of that kind of stuff. So, you know, he can, if you need something, he gonna get it. He can figure out how to get it. And so that's how I got my ring light for like $30-something. And I am very grateful to that. See this, I don't know if this is drying up or if this is, yeah, it is drying up a little bit. So that's it. I don't have a microphone. Like, you know, you can attach another microphone on top of the camera so that when you're outside, it picks up the voice better, and it kind of has like the wind reduction and all of that. I don't have a microphone. The microphone that I do want is going to be a Rode microphone, and it looks like a Beats pill. And on the camera that I have, and on pretty much every camera, there's like a little hole or whatever you want to call it, and that's where you would input the microphone into that, a little section for that. So that's how that works. And trying to think what else is there that you could get. That's pretty much it. That's the basics. You just need a camera. You know, you need to have a good quality camera. You need to have good quality lighting, because that right there, those two things alone will kill your video off top. Off top, it will kill your freaking video. If people can't see you and people can't hear you, it's like, then what's the point of the video? What are they on there for, right? So you want to make sure that you have really, really good lighting. If you're going to film outside, try to make sure that the sun is, I guess it just depends, but I feel like you want to make sure that the sun is facing you, because you want your face to be illuminated. You can put it behind you if you want to, but it might create a shadow, maybe. And it's weird because with a ring light, you tend to put, no, actually, yeah, you do put it in front of you. Yeah, the ring light is in front of you. Right now, my vanity is in front of you. So yeah, if you're filming outside, always make sure that the light is in front of you. Because if not, you're going to get a shadow and you're going to look weird on there, all these dark spots, and it's just not going to look, you know, it's not going to look good. And what else is there? Just have fun with it, right? Don't overthink it. Yes, like I said, you are in competition with people, but don't let that get into your head, because if it does, then you're never going to want to do anything. You're not going to want to film anything. And especially if your channel takes, you know, a little bit of time to kind of get off the ground. You're going to be, don't let that deter you. That's basically what I'm trying to say. Don't let it deter you. I don't know if you remember in the last video, I told you that I don't get my eyebrows threaded anymore, because I'm really, really trying to get these things to grow in. Because, I don't know, me and my eyebrows, we have a serious love-hate relationship. Okay? They hate to grow, and I don't love it. So, but I know what it's from. It's from just years of threading and threading and threading. I've been threading for like probably 12 years now. And whenever I go, I think it just kind of like resets the clock. So I've just been using this. I switched over to this. I've been using it for like, I don't know, maybe a month now. I don't do the castor oil on my eyebrows because I'm lazy and I keep forgetting to do it, but whatever. So I'm just trying not to take off too much. I just kind of like touch it up here and there, and then I go about my business. Yeah, so that is that. I'm waiting for Aaliyah to get home from school because she wants to go into the office with me. So I'm going to take her in. She's never been to my job. I have a really cool job. So, well, the place is cool. I'll put it like work is work, you know, whatever. What is that? They're tearing up this tree, I'm telling you. Tearing it up. I'm terrified for when I actually put the presents out. Like, I don't want them sleeping in my room every single day until Christmas. I really don't, because I barely got sleep last night. You know the cats, they get zoomies every once in a while. And then they went to the bathroom and I didn't want to smell all of that. But anyway, we're getting off topic. So, that's pretty much it. Good quality camera, good quality lighting. You can film on your cell phone. I suggest you do it for as long as you possibly can to make sure that this is what you want to do. There's nothing wrong with it. The quality is just as good. And, then you have your editing software. You can either use iMovie, which is free 99, or you can switch over to the big boy stuff, Final Cut Pro. You can do a free trial for 90 days, or you can go ahead and buy it right out the box. As of right now, it's $300, and it's been that way for as long as I can remember. So, pretty much the same. They just give you a little bit more. Well, I'm gonna probably say a lot more. I know that's not correct English, but it gives you a lot of more things that you could do on there. But it was just a little too much for me, so I didn't do it. That is basically it. I don't know. I really want to wear silver because I want to put on my Cowboys necklace. I know my mother hates it. But anyway, yeah. So we're going to end up the video right here. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, especially if you already made it all the way to the end of the video. You might as well subscribe. That means you must like me to some degree. And guess what? I love you. I love you, so why wouldn't you want to talk to me on a daily basis? But anyway, this is Vlogmas Day 6. We are still going strong. Last night I did do an upload, but I just did a short because I I was just tired and I had some other stuff going on, so I didn't film a whole big to-do or whatever. But I did upload for yesterday. I don't want y'all thinking I skipped a day. I did. It's just a short. That's all I did. And that's it. So this is Sex. I will see you tomorrow for Vlogmas Day 7. Bye.